Support for the Nature Museum is provided by Rose Pest Solutions, protecting homes, businesses, health, and the environment since 1860.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Curious by Nature. My name is Annabelle, and today we're revisiting our top 2 favorite paper tube crafts. Both of these crafts give you the chance to upcycle an item you probably have lying around the house into cool animals. First, Dawn is going to show us how to create our own paper tube snake. Then, friend of the Nature Museum, Katherine, is going to show us how to create our own paper tube butterfly. You can find a list of the supplies you'll need on the screen, as well as in the description. They're both going to walk us through step by step, but you can also find complete instructions for these paper tube crafts in the description. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Dawn with the Nature Museum. I'm going to lead you through a craft project that's great for kids and focuses on one of our reptile friends, an undulating snake. For this project, you'll need a few supplies. For the body parts, we will need some paper towel or toilet paper tubes, some scissors, some string or ribbon, glue or some tape would work as well. And to decorate the body of our snake, you'll want to have some paints. I like the kids' project paints or tempera paints work really well, or markers also work, crayons. And then you can also include some embellishments if you want to add a little bit more pizzazz to your snake. You can do glitter or sequins. I'm actually going to use the scales of a pine cone for mine today. So the first step is to cut up some of your paper towel or toilet paper tubes into approximately equal lengths. I've got mine about 1.5 inches in length, and I've cut up quite a few. The more of these lengths that you have, the longer your snake will be, and the better it will undulate when it's all done. Now the next step is to decorate the body of our snake. Now snakes in the wild oftentimes are camouflage in with their environment. So they may be greens and browns, some may have stripes, some are a single color on their body, some have a lighter undertones on their belly. You can make yours as realistic or as creative as you want. There's no wrong answer here. You can paint the different segments different colors, and it may take a few coats to get the right shade that you want. At this point, I have now painted all of my body segments. And for this particular snake, I've chosen blues and greens as my primary colors. But each one of the pieces are a little bit different. So it'll look really fun when I piece everything together for my snake. If you did use paint, make sure that it is dry before you continue on to this next step. So now we're going to connect the body pieces together to make our snake body. And we need to cut a piece of string. I've made mine a little extra long. Mine's about 3 feet long. And you want to have that extra length coming out of the head of the snake. So in order to connect this, we're going to thread this ribbon or your string through the little tubes, 2 pieces that you have, and you want to attach it on the inside of the tube along the belly or the bottom of your snake pieces. So for this part, I am just going to use some tape to secure the string inside the little cardboard tube piece. And then I'm going to thread it through my other pieces. You want to leave a little bit of room between each one because that will allow your snake to bend. Now I've got all of the body segments tied together with my string, taping each one in the inside, and you're ready for your final embellishments. Now a snake can't be a snake without this fun little tongue. You can use a little piece of paper, colored red, or some red construction paper if you have some, or red ribbon. I have a fun little pipe cleaner here, and I am just going to glue that to the head, the very first cardboard tube that I have. That's going to be his head. I've also added on some pine cone scales to his head, just to give it a little extra texture. And then I'm going to draw on some eyes. Yeah, you could use some googly eyes if you have them, or some sequins. And I'll just give my little snake a face. But there you have it, is our snake. Now we can see how well it moves. I hope you had fun with this craft project, and please send us pictures of what your snake looks like. We would love to see everyone's creations.
Hi, I'm Katherine Lampert, and today we're going to be exploring symmetry through a butterfly project. And what you need first is a piece of construction paper. You can use any color. You're going to fold it in half. I'm going to sketch out how I want my butterfly wings to look, just half of it, because you're going to wind up unfolding it after you've cut it. And I'm cutting these out with my safety scissors. If you're doing this project with young kids, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is pick some paint colors and put them on my palette. And then I'm going to paint one half of my butterfly wing. And I'm going to do it very thickly, because you'll see in a minute that we're going to fold our butterfly in half, and what you paint on one side is going to print onto the other side to make a symmetrical pattern. And you can be as abstract as you want. One thing that's important though is not to let it dry, so I try to work sort of quickly. And then I'm going to fold it in half. And when I open it back up, you'll have this nice symmetrical pattern. So I've been really into gold paint lately, so I'm going to paint the body of my butterfly gold. And I love being able to reuse and recycle things from around the house, so I always save these toilet paper roll and all my paper towel roll inserts. And my 5-year-old just loves to make things out of them. We make things out of them all the time. So I'm going to paint the entire body this gold color. So we're going to let that dry for a few minutes, and in the meantime, I am going to cut out some eyes. You can use googly eyes if you have them, but I kind of like to make my own. So I'm just going to cut out 2 little circles, and they don't have to be exactly the same size. I kind of like it when they're not. It looks a little fun and silly. I'm going to use a little bit of black paint for the pupils of the eyes. I'm pretty sure real butterflies don't have pupils, but we'll set these aside until your toilet paper roll is dry. I like to use whatever I have laying around, and I just happen to have a little bit of this masking tape left. I'm going to roll it, and I'm going to put my eyes right on the little tape roll, like that, and attach it. So I'm just adding a happy face to our butterfly using a little blue paint on top of this pink here. And now you have your butterfly body, and you just have to wait for your wings to dry to attach them. So now that your symmetrical butterfly wings are dry and your butterfly body is dry, all you have to do is attach them. And again, I'm just using some masking tape. You can use whatever kind of adhesive you want. If you would rather use glue or double stick tape, that's perfectly fine. I'm gonna put the tape rolled up on the front side of my butterfly wings and just attach it like that. So I'm gonna add some antenna. I'm just gonna use 2 little strips of construction paper. Stick it inside the roll and we're finished. That's our show for today. We hope you had fun making snakes and butterflies, and maybe you got inspired to make new crafts with items you already have at home. Be sure to send us a photo of your own paper tube animals on social media. Want to continue creating? We've picked out these videos for you. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. We'll see you next time on Curious by Nature.